This is my last game for Legend, I think. Alright, we gotta win this one. The final countdown. I wouldn't say Mountain Giant is that good in the deck, I just didn't know what to put in, so I put in Mountain Giant. Because I decided not to use Stallion Fugan, so... And I couldn't find another good 5-drop. Heal bot, let that Sludge Belcher. So I just decided to put a Giant in. Okay, Patron. Some scary stuff here. So... This is kind of a must kill, but if he plays Acolyte, what I could do is... there's a couple of things with Imp Gang that's pretty good. But I guess what I'm kind of scared with Imp Gang is that he plays that... Actually, no, I have a Ooze. I'm gonna do this. I just don't see how this can go wrong. So if he plays Acolyte, I have a couple of options. I can either Dark Bomb Acolyte first. Yeah, but I can't kill it, so I might just give him 2 cards from Acolyte. But I can just Dark Bomb the 1/3 and then hit the Acolyte. Actually, we have Abusive. I don't think Abusive changed anything because I have to Dark Bomb Acolyte, then play Abusive, and then the Abusive dies to the explosion. That's kind of weird. I'll just probably give him 2 cards. Yeah, I don't want to leave that up, so... We do get a lot of imps too. It's not all bad, the unstable goal for me. It gave him 1 extra card, which is... I mean, it's definitely worth more than the imp, but... That 1 damage is what I needed to kill the Acolyte, so... So this card's kind of worrying. It's not very good in this matchup. It doesn't kill patrons. We're gonna need a... Wait. Well, we have a couple options. I guess we can either Abusive... The problem with Abusive is actually doesn't... kind of doesn't clear that easily. I like Implosioning here. Although, you can make an argument that I already have a lot of 1/1s. But then Implosion is never really good. I feel like against Patron you normally want Implosion as early as possible, just in general. Because later on, seems like the Whirlwind effects are better in a way. Definitely not surprised if he's actually playing the cheesy OTK warrior instead of patron, or maybe it's like a both, like combination. Alright, let's start by life tapping. Not sure how important Sun Fury is here. I definitely just want to flood though. I guess I'm just gonna play this. Hope I don't regret it later. Because the taunt's pretty important against the OTK style. Kind of scared of Void Caller. I don't know, I just feel scared of playing it if I don't have a demon.
Armor made to fit.
I guess I should try to calculate how much damage exactly this combo is. Let's just say Enraged Worgen charge. So 3 Enraged, 5, 6 charge is plus 3? 9? No, 8. So 16 damage. If you count Rampage plus 6, 22. 22 might be the breakpoint I'm kind of aiming for.
Get in there, fight, maggot. I've got the beast in my sight.
Let me do some math first. Morgan's 3 mana, Charge is 3, 6 mana, Rampage is 2. Worgen charge, enrage. Worgen charge, rampage, enrage.
My shield for Argus.
This is kind of a bad matchup for me, actually, because I'm actually missing a lot of that. Like, I guess the difference in RenoLock is you have more situational cards, like better removal in a way, extra like siphons and twisting others. It's just, since his deck is so reactive, my reactive cards are kind of useless in some way.
We're gonna be rich.
I really need to get a demon soon for Void Caller.
Let the pain speak to me.
I feel like if I don't get brawled this turn, I'm probably not going to get brawled, because from his perspective, it's the Sludge Belcher that's the scariest card. It's probably not too much of a reason for him to wait. I'm gonna actually heal up with Siphon Soul here, unless I have lethal. 6, 9. I need. He has 18. I need to do 7 to win. Actually, I don't have any damage. I only have Hellfire. Oops. I'm kind of surprised if he would have a brawl, but I guess it's at this point not too surprised, because he only has 5 cards left in his deck. It seems like his deck would be using brawl. He can actually do 30 to me. If he has 2 rampages instead of 20. No, it's 20. Did I say 22? So it'd be 28 with 2 rampages. Alright, I'm gonna Hellfire first here. Okay, well, I guess let's just take this reactive card. Hopefully not dead here. He just only has 3 cards in his hand. One of them is still a coin. I guess after playing the Patron and stuff, it's like a little bit less likely that he's even the DK deck, or that he has all the cards. It feels like he still is, judging by the cards he's played. But yeah, I would be really surprised if I die here. Alright, got Reno and Zombie Chow. What more could you want? I'm thinking of keeping Sunfury to curve out against Hunter. The problem is if you keep too much of an early hand, sometimes what they do is they just play Eagle Horn on 3, killer both your guys, and then flood from there, or even get like a Huffer, not a Huffer, Misha. So I'd probably just drop Sun Fury for later, actually, instead of trying to play on curve.
Greetings, traveler.
I greet you.
It certainly could be awkward. I don't want to attack because of Bear Trap. A lot of people are running Bear Trap now. I'll attack next turn before playing the Drake. Maybe? I'm trying to think what the best way to do it is. Because if I play a Drake and proc the Bear Trap, he still kills my Chow with the Bear.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
Could also be Snake with the way he's playing. I'm probably gonna go face here. I don't see us needing the Twilight Drake next turn. I'd be extremely surprised if we played Argent Horse Rider over Animal Companion on 3. Wow, that's so weird. It's like playing your weak chargers first before the stronger minions. But it didn't really matter. I was gonna say the only time I would need Twilight Drake is if you got the 4/4. He didn't get the 4/4 anyway, so I'm likely gonna just trade off and kill some of the snakes. I can't leave up this board. I can't leave up this guy because of Unleash the Hounds. And I might as well start trading off some of my guys. The same reason for the Unleash the Hounds. Kind of awkward here. This actually is really annoying. I can't coin now. I could have coined out the Emperor. I'm willing to play this guy even if he kills it, just to tank 5 damage. Also, 2 damage it does is pretty good, getting it to 5/3 for the trade next turn. I just saved the Owl in case his high main. It's too likely. Okay, well, unless I'm rolling a 4 on Implosion, I probably have to Hellfire. Because if I roll 4, I could... there's a couple things I could do. I kind of don't want to go for a risky Implosion on this turn. Siphon is not bad. The only problem with Siphon is I still am behind next turn on board. You know, I should just twist another. I don't even realize why I didn't see this move before. It's not like I'm gonna have a better twisting nether, and this deal allows me to deal with everything. I actually might just run him out of cards. He's not like an aggro deck, it seems. At least not a face deck. It's definitely an aggro deck, I guess, but he's running high main Lotheb, Houndmaster. This is really tempting. It's just... that is actually really tempting. Not killing the Juggler is kind of painful. Even if you unleash the Hounds, though, I kind of have a good shot at the 1/1s, like the Boombots killing his Knife Juggler, or at least some of the Hounds. And I can't really take... There's no way I actually die here from lethal. So even if he does get big hit in, I can Reno. Wow. Okay. It's pretty good big butts.
Quickly.
silly.
We're gonna be rich.
Actually, I don't like how I did that. I should have soulfired his knife juggler and gun face. That's because I'm like basically saving soulfire for lethal. I don't really care about losing any particular card here, and plus I get more damage in by soulfiring the juggler and hitting face. Six plus 7, 13. I need to do 12 more damage. 4, 6. I don't have enough damage. Let me just try to clear some stuff. Maybe play a Sludge Belcher after.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Deal.
I kind of needed to make sure that I could suicide my guy. So the problem is if I rolled a 4 there, I would have no room to play the Belcher after, because unless he gets something where I can suicide the Peddler, I'm full. I just made it so that I don't have to rely on rolling. Like, it's also weird if I roll 2 on the Shredder, so I just traded first just because I was like also dodging the risk of being full on board as well by doing that. Because I definitely do want to play my Sludge Belcher this turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I do have Lethal Lord Draxus. Got Tornation from Sarah, please. Hey StrifeCro, I think normal handlock is better than RenoLock, isn't it? If not for Reno, no one would play RenoLock, and the consistency you lose isn't worth when aggro decks can kill you before Reno. 8, 11. Okay.
You face Jaraxxus.
Okay, so I actually played handlock all yesterday. Not all yesterday. I switched to RenoLock at some point after a couple hours. My win rate with handlock was extremely bad. I lost like every single game to aggro, especially mid-range paladin. I guess my explanation is it's not necessarily about Reno, but it's not really Reno that actually becomes the issue. It's actually kind of weird because the issue is it's very hard for handlock to just tap into giants or drakes or void callers against like Secret Paladin. It's like still the most popular deck, and I almost feel like the solution to that is to use cards like Imp Gang Boss and Zombie Chow. So it's not really like Reno per se, but if you're gonna use cards like Zombie Chow, Imp Gang, Peddler and stuff, just try to curve out early compared to just have no early game and playing 4-drops. At that point, your deck just naturally leads to you can just use Reno anyways. So, it might even be better not to use. You might just want to play lists where you don't use Reno but have more 1-drops. The people do play these kind of lists. Like, there's the burst handlocks that Eloise was playing. Similar decks like that, or kind of like Zoo-ish decks. So it's like, I guess my reasoning is not necessarily because of Reno, but the consistency you lose for towards Reno. It's just you naturally just want to play some Zombie Chows and stuff right now. I actually need drops. I'm thinking about silencing it, but I guess I need drops. I feel like if I had some 3, 4, 5 drops, maybe I would just play Owl here. This is way scarier than the Mana Worm because of Blast Mage. I mean, specifically because I'm playing Implosion. It's like Blast Mage is a direct counter to all the 1/1s. Normally it would definitely be different. It's not a bad one. Let's see if we can do better with Abusive Owl. So, let's see, Owl 1. This needs to do 3. It's actually kind of close because the Al one, trade. There's 3 into it, then abusive the other guy. And basically that leaves a 2-1 against the 1-2 Divine Shield. So that's still weaker than the Hellfire. It doesn't cost me 3 health. But then again, it's almost... There's definitely some other implications. I'm leaving up a max and weak the Blast Mage again. And it's actually weaker, because Owl loses to the Neutron, to the Divine Shield. So it's actually still a weaker play regardless. Give a random minion. You know, we don't really need to silence it, but we're just going to curve out.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
I don't see myself using this for a while. 6, 7... Yeah, potential Reno, so... And also, it's like in this situation, say I don't play this, all my board would die, and even if I do play 6 and then Reno instead of Dark Blue on 7 because we need to heal, at that point, we don't have a target for abusive, basically. It's kind of awkward. He actually gets to return this to his hand after attacking. These are likely spells. Let that makes me safe. And I can play Molten Reno next turn. This is a really good draw. Get Termination from Sour, please. Thanks for the explanation. I've also been trying to use LOKShadow. Can you explain why a deck runs 2 BGH over cards like Endgame Boss for earlier Siphon Soul for consistency? Yeah, just let me think about this turn first. I guess it's easy enough. We're probably gonna win this game. It's just, since LOKShadow, it's a deck where... It's not a deck that's designed to go into fatigue. It's more mid-range than control in a way. So you don't, like, go... You don't want to go that late against a lot of decks. I feel like it's just the swinginess of BGH compared to some of the other cards. Like, you just... You kind of just lose. Like, if you actually have to Siphon Dr. Brim or something, you're probably not gonna... It's not really a counter. You spend 6 mana against 7 mana, they still have 2 Bim bots. Whereas if you beat JH, at least you get to leave behind a minion, and you get to... you only spend 3 mana. I guess it's just more of... The deck just really needs to play that kind of style. Wait, what did this Mech Warper get? I don't get it. Oh, this... Okay, I see what happened. Another thing is the deck runs double implosion and I think like still one endgame boss. So LOKShadow uses abusive Sergeant really well. They usually use 2 abuses. Abusive BJH has some synergy too.
Well played. You win this.
Shadow Frost Mage is like a weird deck I was playing. I don't think it's that good. Basically it's like a Flamewaker shade of Naxxramas Freeze Mage. I think I would drop Reno against Warlock Either way, I'm pretty sure like against any Warlock, it's not super good. It'd be really good against, I guess it'd be good against like a power roaming Leroy, but that combo is so late game, and it almost like kills you regardless almost.
Buying or selling.
Definitely weird. So Lightworm would be the best if you want to play it next turn. Reliquary Seeker have the most potential later. It does seem like we're very likely going to play it next turn because going to be tapping and playing a 1-drop probably. There are actually some heals that both players have. Warlock versus Warlock. I'm just going to go ahead and Implosion. This guy's contesting my board. I feel like some of the early pressure is the most important in Handlock Mirror. Because the Quiver gets some of the early pressure, you're getting a lot of free damage. The slight one up. Alright, let's see what I get. I think either way it's low impact, either Sun Fury or this guy. Going into turns 5 or starting to play into like Belchers and stuff like that, bigger minions, I don't think either minion will do anything, but I guess there's no point in holding that one, whereas it's more of a point holding Sun Fury. It's really unfortunate because, oh well, I mean, probably gonna get Big Game 100. Another thing is, I don't get to tap this turn, and I don't have a follow-up turn 7, turn 6. It's like almost thinking like tapping and then trying to play Mount Giant next turn with another tap. It's just I don't have anything to do on that turn if I tap. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Okay, I can tap here regardless of what. 9 cards, so nothing really playable. I guess Sun Fury is kind of playable. Sun Fury is actually quite good if he plays Dr. Boom.
Shields up.
Another reason why Sun Fury is really good if he plays Dr. Boom, I can kill one Boombot before playing Big Game Hunter and the one extra Boombot. If he doesn't get lucky, it doesn't guarantee that he kills my Big Game Hunter. And since he's already Zombie Chow in a presumably Reno deck, this is pretty gross. It almost seems like I'm going to have the Big Game Hunter. 1, 2, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cards. So I don't get to play Void Caller if I want a Big Game Hunter. It's like, it's pretty painful to Big Game Hunter.
Almost out of time. Get in there, fight, maggot. I've got the beast in my sight.
Kind of gives him an easy Hellfire too. But another thing is I'm not 100% sure whether he's running Leroy combo, and if I just like leave up that guy, it's super scary. It's already scary with 1. This is actually a second Mortal Coil. He might not be running a Reno deck. It actually doesn't seem like he's running power rolling Leroy combo either. Dr. Boom just lines up so poorly here with the board.
Almost out of time.
There are like other cute things I could have done once I picked up Argus with Owl. Like I could have even killed the Sludge Belcher and just silenced the Bran. Feels kind of weird though. And it's not like a great trade on Sludge Belcher. The BJH just trades in for free. Like BJH actually dies, so I get one good trade on a Slime. It does seem like he's playing a pretty honest, like, handlock, kind of like me. I don't feel like I'm gonna win this game playing around like 20 damage combos. I don't think I can win this game playing around 20 damage combos. Does give me another option, Lotheb, which actually plays around 20 damage combo, but that's not even the point. It's just whether it's better to save Bran, Dr. Boom. She's played 0 big game hunters. Hopefully this tournament is strong enough. I need to find a way to get initiative. Initiative is just important. I feel like I have to take initiative, like board control, everything. Especially after his Peddler. Even if he's a normal handlock, it's like not impossible for me to die to power roaming. I'm just gonna kill my own guy. I'm actually in very good shape if I don't die this turn. I also discount my Lord Draxus, so... Okay, second Dark Peddler really bad for me. That probably means he is the Leroy combo. Yeah, actually it really looks like a combo deck. I'd be extremely surprised if I can make the Dr. Boom brand move here. Especially since, even if he's not power rolling combo, he hasn't played either Peddler card. So, let's see. So that's actually a real power roaming and not one from Peddler. One of the Peddler cards. Alright, so let's see. No abusives. Let's say 4, 6, 10, 14, 28. 24 is breakpoint, 28 is a breakpoint. I wasn't too worried about taunting up the Dr. Boom. His deck might be running double BGH. I'm just assuming this guy's gonna die to BGH like almost 100% here. I still might need to get through a Twisting Nether. It seems just like a really bad matchup. He has 3 cards left. There might be some fatigue ways I can win, but I just feel like eventually I'm gonna die. So I guess now that we know there's 3 cards, I guess I didn't know this before. Arcane Golem, double abusive is for sure. If it's not Leroy, let's just count Arcane Golem, too complicated to count for Leroy. So it'd be 6 damage, 8 damage there. 1 power roaming is 12, double is 24, and this is assuming there's no like second power roaming from Dark Peddler. So he has at least 24, or at least 24 is probably the number I'm going to play around. The most important number for me this game. And Twisting Nether. Wow, he doesn't have Big Game Hunter. But there might be Twisting Nether.
I'm almost out of cards. I've got the beast in my sight.
Okay, I suspect I was holding Big Game Hunter to try to bait Twisting Nether. But I kind of forced it when I'm not playing Mal'Ganis. He might actually be dead here. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus Boombot. Tapping a Dark Bomb. 6. It's worth it to go for if I tap in a Dark Bomb. Yes! Oh, wait. It's still not guaranteed. I'm going for it though.
The breach! The breach!
Oh, I can't believe I won that matchup. That matchup actually seems extremely impossible. Like, you actually have to play around, like, always be at 30-ish life, not even 24. Kind of counters Reno just because they one-shot you. Maybe better play normal HearthLock. Normal HearthLock's still really bad against it, but normal HearthLock has more taunts.